What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you living out there? Shout out to the free thinkers, of course. Shout out to everybody that's been following us on Instagram and, of course, our website, defteradio.com. Our Instagram is defteradio as well. Make sure you guys follow us on both. The information for both, of course, will be in the description. It's a good way to support the channel. It's a great way to kind of get on our radar for requests. So check both of those out.
And as always, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure it's set to all so you get all our videos as they drop, man. Up-and-coming artists, man. Click the link in the description. We'll do about 60 seconds of your video in front of one of our up-and-coming videos to get you some exposure. Or you can go on Def to Radio as well. We're going to have an artist section on there as well. So if you want to do that, you can definitely do that. That information will be in the description below. Check that out. All right, man. So we're getting back to Contra, man. This is what? Song 4 for us, or freestyle 4 for us. We did Give Up the Goods freestyle. We did the Red Bull one, Spiral, I think it was freestyle, and then
Never. That was the first one we did.
Yeah, man.
And then we did the song, and we did them when I think it was Contra and Toby Nwigwe. 9 minutes and 6 seconds. So let's go.
Breathe and stop. Contra. Hey, hey, hey.
I figured it was gonna be this beat, boy, but this shit used to tear the clubs up. Shout out to Q-Tip. Love this beat. This one vibrant thing, you know.
It was this was so unique too.
It was.
It was dope, man.
The bounce was nasty on this thing.
So far, you niggas ain't come close. We took 6 months off, the people still saying
we won't go.
We out Dumbo, having meetings, eating pie with compo. That metaphor was way too humble. But some niggas gotta get humble, cause some niggas really are Dumbo. What's the square root of 3.14 when we all got 1/4? I swear, man, you niggas is done for.
Okay.
Go! They telling lies, we want the truth. Word to the wise, listen to who? Coast. They like a tribe, leaders a new school. Understand one thing, look, as long as we double you, I don't care. They can keep comparing whoever from past to present. I tell you, it's no one near. They cry out for the coast, cause when we drop, it's a different tier of lyricism, and the spirit in them is always there. If Jesus can walk on water, then watch how I walk on air. In a radio station, like play our shit, nigga, truth or dare. Truth? The truth is, half of you niggas scared, by the other half that is feared. Y'all socially engineered to stop being pioneers and care about your careers. Keep doing your job. Euthanizing the youth is here. Young kings disappear, crown on peasants here.
Keep doing your job. Euthanizing the youth's ears, I believe is what he said. You know what I mean? Just destroying the minds of the youth. I love it. Yes.
I love it too, man. And he's on fire right now. I mean, he started off kind of calm and cool, and I was like, is he gonna switch this up? And then here we go. You know, he came in with that hypeness.
Yeah. The shit Ryan's got the greatest old school rap voice I've ever heard.
I'll give it to you guys one day.
It's ill. It's ill.
Euthanizing the youth is here. Young kings disappear. Crown on peasants' heads and fake niggas getting cheered and the real throne over there. Fuck it, I poked the beers. Policize over here. I turn the table.
Sorry. Young kings disappear because crowns is on peasants' heads or something like that. And then he said something about throwing a chair when the real throne is over here or something like that. I think when the real are thrown over here, but the real throne is over here. You know what I'm saying? But then he said the crown is on peasants' heads. That was nasty. He said when they cry out for the coast or something like that, because when we drop, it's a different tier. So right, there's obviously like an entendre there, right? They cry out for the coast. When we drop, they're crying out for us. When we drop our music, they crying out, right? They want us to drop. They miss
yearn
us.
for that shit.
They yearn it, right? And when you cry, obviously, it comes from your eye and you drop, you know, a teardrop. But also, it's a different tier as well. When they cry out for the coast, our music is on a different tier when our music drops. So that was a nasty
That was.
Young kings disappear, crown on peasants' heads and fake niggas getting cheered and the real throne over there. Fuck it, I poked the beers, policize over here. I turn the tables just to show these niggas was really skilled.
Like DJ, he mixed it well.
I rip round really well, like big L.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Don't drop bells, my soul, I never sell, came from
Yeah, I gotta stop it because this is about to be nasty. He said, I'm gonna turn the tables on these motherfuckers, and he starts rapping like he's on turntables. That shit is hard. He's about to turn the table.
All right, let's get back to it.
Poke the beers, policize over here. I turn the tables just to show these niggas was really skilled.
Like DJ, he mixed it well.
I rip round really well, like big L. Our names don't rock bells. My soul, I never sell. Came from heaven to give him hell. Make him wait on it. Wait on it just to lift the bell. Niggas act like Denzel. End up in jail. No OG, no OGs. ain't train them well. For the youth, I leave a trail. My effort, I will prevail. The coast guard growl. Rappers out there need help. The people, my people, I will rebel. Your coin phrase, I'ma do it. I wish you well. Now tell me how many more years I see it on the bench. Look at God like coach, put me in. Can't let him win.
That was hot.
That was nasty.
That was hot.
That was nasty because that could have been gimmicky to
Yes.
me.
Go ahead.
That
Talk.
could have been gimmicky, but he pulled that shit off and it still made sense. But he still sounded like he was on some turntables, like a DJ would be scratching as he's playing the song. So I thought he did a really good job of keeping that on topic and making it cohesive, but not gimmicky. I thought he killed that shit.
He did. And the reason why I don't believe it was gimmicky is because he was still saying something. Like, you know what I mean? Because I thought he was going to get lost in just the scratching, the nature of it, right? Just the act of doing it.
My soul, I never sell, came from heaven to give him hell, make him wait on it, wait on it just to lift the bell. Niggas act like Denzel, end up in jail. No OG, no OGs, ain't train them well.
You see what I'm saying?
I trained him well, yeah.
They act like Denzel. No OGs to train him well, right? Me, my soul I never sell came from heaven to give him hell. So he was still talking.
Yeah, he was.
He was still spitting in the midst of doing all that because I just thought it was gonna be all like. I'm like, yeah, all right, man, go on ahead with all that bullshit. But nah, he was talking though.
No OGs, ain't train them well. For the youth, I leave a trail. My emperor, I will prevail. The coast going growl rappers out there need help. The people, my people, I will rebel. Your coin phrase, I'ma do it. I wish you well. Now tell me how many more years I sit on.
It's just the coin phrase. I wish you well. Coin wish you well. But
killed that.
But going back to that Denzel line when he said they end up in jail, no OGs, right, to show them the way, right?
Yep.
They act like Denzel. They're acting out in the streets, doing what they're not supposed to do. No OGs to give them guidance. They end up in jail to kind of play into that. But that was slick. You know, let's keep it going. We can always stop it, but let's keep it going.
OGs, ain't train them well. For the youth, I leave a trail. My emperor, I will prevail. The coast going growl rappers out there need help. The people, my people, I will rebel. Your coin phrase, I'ma do it. I wish you well. Now tell me how many more years I sit on the bench. Look at God like coach, put me in. Can't let him win like this since when sin wins. Never did have faith, I 10. That's when I grabbed my pen, my sword. I swore what's right, I'll fight, I defend. I'm saving my brothers, my friends, my kin, my soul, our children, our women, our men. Look, I had an epiphany. Riddle me this. Who gonna get rid of me if lyrically I can transcend spiritually? I am the epitome of versatility that come with delivery. Rappers gonna start to have to pay penalties. Dropping trash after trash after trash. They're literally littering, street sweeping. I clean them up with metaphors, similes. Google my name, my real name. I'm really Thematic. Been giving balls all my life since jiggling, burning CDs off my Mac. I never claim to be innocent. Finicky, gimmicky, never shake hands with hidden fees. Authenticity is one of my tendencies. This is Eric Jamal signing off. This how I hope y'all remember me.
He was cooking.
He destroyed that, man.
Shake hands without the hidden fees. I like that.
Rappers dropping trash after trash. Y'all are literally littering. You know what I'm saying? Literally, right? And then he said, I've been something about dropping bars all my life, like jingling. Bernie Mac played the guy that was in jail. It was like, they're gonna be jingling, you know? Yeah. And he said, I sold CDs off my Mac or something like that to kind of tie in Bernie Mac. So he just was flowing, man.
Burning Mac.
Yeah.
Like the movie Life. Jingling, nasty. Cooking. But what I got out of that, outside of just the creative approach with him sort of rapping like he was scratching and just the fancy wordplay, is it seems like he has a goal, right? We've always said this. They seem like they have a higher purpose. You know, he said, my soul, our children, our women. You know what I mean? I'm doing this for my people. I will rebel. You know what I mean? It's like they're fighting against, I think that they think that there is a greater force at work with the youth, their ears being euthanized by things that can influence them, that can kind of, take them down different directions, right, subconsciously. So I feel like he feels that there's a higher cause, right? There's a war going on, right? And you can kind of look at what that means in different ways, but there's a war going on. The airwaves are poisonous, right, to the youth. It influences the youth to do dumb shit. The youth do dumb shit sometimes. That's not the only cause, but that's one of many, right? So I like his stance, right, and what he seems to be about, and what they all seem to be about. So yeah, let's keep it rocking.
Tell the truth. They compromised, I'm for the loot. We for the people and y'all for who? Let's see who they choose, nigga. Coach.
It be the RAS, always, all day, on stage, off stage, nowadays, y'all way, sideways, best. Yahweh, God say, I way, don't skip no step, cut no corner, y'all blaze, shortcut success. Bird niggas wanna violate, how they pop that flock shit, migrate. Some of y'all hate winners, live by no code, y'all save, not save, hi y'all.
Listen, man, Raz with this flow, it is such an unorthodox flow, but still on beat. He's on beat. It's unorthodox. Yep. So I love that all of them. They always seem to be pushing boundaries with anything that they do. But the flow that he chose in this, always, 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 I hate when is a nasty ass approach. And what did he say? He said something about y'all bird dudes, y'all flock, y'all migrate for the winter. We gonna pull all that back. But that was a nasty double entendre too. He said y'all live by the cold, but birds fly south for the winter. So y'all hate the cold. You're migrating. You might as well just migrate, right? But y'all not with the cold though. CODE, right? Cold. Let's pull that back though. That was nasty.
It be the RAS, always, all day, on stage, off stage, nowadays, always, sideways, best. Yahweh, God say, I way, don't skip no step, cut no corner, y'all blaze shortcut success. Bird niggas wanna violate, how they pop that flock shit, migrate.
Said bird dudes, bird, right? So now we're in a bird scheme. Bird dudes wanna pop that fly shit, right? Birds fly shit. Your flock should migrate for the summer, right? Y'all need to leave because y'all hate the cold. The code, CODE, then the code. Yeah, this was now. I'm sorry.
It's nasty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the cut success, he's we cut from somewhere, from a different cloth, so to speak, but y'all cut success. The way he rhymed that in, that was nasty, man.
Y'all blade shortcut success. Blade cut shortcut success. Yeah.
We for the people and y'all for who? Let's see who they choose, nigga. Coke.
It be the RAS, always, all day, on stage, off stage, nowadays, always, sideways, best. Yahweh, God say, I way, don't skip no step, cut no corner, y'all blaze shortcut success. Bird niggas wanna violate, how they pop that flock shit, migrate. Some of y'all hate winners, live by no code, y'all save, not save, how y'all operate, y'all ain't with us, y'all can't feel us.
I hate the winners.
Yeah, that was hard.
That was after that's what I'm saying. It was after the migrate. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, after the birds migrate, y'all hate winners, no code. No COLD, but no code, CODE. That was nasty.
That's
man.
nasty, man. You can you stand the rain, so to speak? You know, things don't just come easy. You can't cut, motherfuckers cut corners. That whole scheme of him basically saying you take the easy way out. It's basically the way I'm taking that, but the way he rhymed that in was fucking fly.
God say, I way, don't skip no step, cut no corner, y'all blaze shortcut success. Bird niggas wanna violate, how they pop that flock shit, migrate. Some of y'all hate winners, live by no code, y'all save, not save, how y'all operate, y'all ain't with us, y'all can't feel us, coast spin, living a high life on the mic like a Jordan highlight, this side like yeah, which side my good side, can't this side my dear, feeling gorgeous, drop dead, this figure more, this rap hard, I'm a black star, came with an orbit, I'm sure of it. Well, can you find a nigga like me? Not likely. Y'all might seem enticing while biting like Tyson on air. My style too hostile, it's freestyle, projectile like pull it, leave X-Foul. Gotta stress how really it's been 5 by 10 is box y'all thinking in. Inmates, you know the brain cell can find so many men. Emulate who's ever playing can tell the sound of many trend. Regurgitate but fail to stimulate the hip-hop citizen. Kinda pop by shit again, cause the OGs they told me they OD when we speak. MP3, MVP, freestyle on repeat. Culture in relief, we beat. Skirt made our own lane in these streets, but I do want it riches, macking bitches, that's privilege, that's how bitches mess my pigment just
absolutely crazy right now.
live by no code, y'all save, not save, how y'all operate, y'all ain't with us, y'all can't feel us, coast spin, living a high life on the mic like a Jordan highlight, this side like yeah, which side my good side, can't this side my dear, feeling gorgeous, drop dead, this figure more, this rap hard, I'm a black star, came with an orbit, I'm sure of it, well, can you find a nigga like me, not likely, y'all might seem enticing while biting like Tyson on air, my style too hostile, it's freestyle, projectile, like pull it, leave X-Foul, gotta stress out, really it's been 5 by 10 is box y'all thinking in, inmates, you know the brain cell can find so many men, emulate who's ever playing can tell the sound of many trend, regurgitate but fail to stimulate the hip-hop citizen.
Yeah, that was hard. That sort of confined in a 5 by 10 box, right? It said the brain cell, but it's talking about a prison cell, but also brain cell. You're confined by hearing the same old regurgitated trendy rap. These artists are in a box, man. They're in a closed off mindset, right? And I think he said something before that where he said, to find a dude like me, it might seem enticing. You know what I mean? Like, but they're biting like Tyson on air. He said on air, but on air, AIR as well. So they're biting on air. They're biting on the radio, copying everything. So what you hear on the radio is just a bunch of copy, homogenized, regurgitated bullshit is what he's saying. But the entendres, the word, like all this shit
nasty, dude.
is ridiculous.
MP3, MVP, freestyle on repeat. Culture in relief, we beat. Skirt made our own lane in these streets. But I do want it riches, macking bitches, that is privilege. Black out bitches, mess my pigment just to whip it, acting ignorant with the top off. Breathe, give and receive. Stop, breathe, give and receive. Then I grew impatient, sick of waiting, felt frustration from me, chasing validation. Am I great enough to make it do a knockoff? Breathe, give and receive. stop, breathe, give and receive. Tell me again, who's the man I seem to think I am? Dr. King, living off a dream, PM and AM. Same routine since I was a teen with Taj and Ree on them. On a beam, wait till we get seen, used to be the plan.
Okay, I kick your flip shit, huh?
How even in niggas blue, spread like breaking news. Live on CNN, next thing we knew, fan base up and grew. Hardly seen it and too comfortable, falling out the groove, disobedient. Shit!
So much that I learned before my turn can be well learned. So I affirm that I concern myself with God and hold on for trying to pop off.
Let's stop right there. When he said I stopped trying to pop off and I concern myself with God, I think is what he literally just said. He was sort of obsessively chasing his dream, AM to PM, like Dr. King, Dr. Martin Luther King. Obviously, I have a dream, but I'm just obsessively chasing his dream. And then I think he said that they popped off, they got popping, and then he became disobedient. They got too comfortable. So when they're taking it, I think they took, I don't know how long this break has been, but they've taken I was literally asking Ryan like the other day, I'm like, where's Coach Contra? I thought, usually I would expect to have something from them by now. And I think that kind of explains the break. I don't know if that explains, he was also explaining maybe what he went through individually as well, chasing validation, right? So I just thought that was important to kind of touch that. You know, he was just kind of, obviously in the midst of all the fly shit and all the sick, nasty flows and all that he's doing, I feel like that's the core point.
That's the core of what he's saying. Because he was basically saying he's just grinding, but I got to stop, breathe, give, and receive, you know, and maybe just come in full circle, man, you know, of what your purpose is and what you're trying to do. And, you know, humble yourself, but still on the grind as well. I love that Dr. Martin Luther King grinding AM to PM, you know, or not grinding, but he said, I have a dream AM and PM. But the way I'm taking that is he's grinding all day, no matter day or night. You know what I mean? It doesn't stop because I have a dream, and in order for that dream to come true, I got to grind.
Me chasing validation, am I great enough to make it do a knockoff?
Breathe, give and receive. Stop, breathe, give and receive. Tell me again, who's the man I seem to think I am? Dr. King, living off a dream, PM and AM. Same routine since I was a teen with Taj and Ree on them. On a beam, wait till we get seen, used to be the plan.
Okay, I kick your flip shit, huh?
How even in niggas blue, spread like breaking news. Live on CNN, next thing we knew, fan base up and grew. Hardly seen it and too comfortable, falling out the groove, disobedient. Shit!
So much that I learned before my turn can be well learned. So I affirm that I concern myself with God and hold on for trying to pop off.
Breathe, give, and receive.
Come on,
Stop, breathe,
come on,
give,
come
and
on.
receive.
Nowadays in mind I stay aligned, I wake and meditate for space. Been taking time to make these rhymes and hope they elevate our thoughts.
Breathe, give, and receive. Stop, breathe, give, and receive.
Motherfucking grind, hustling, pain, struggling, passes, fumbling, staggering, stumbling, ego crumbling, rather humbling, fears, mumbling, spirit, tumbling, fighting, rumbling, life is puzzling, bills, juggling, riches, buffering, bitches, troubling, lust, loving it, fucking, cuddling, itching, shoveling, karma, circling, strategy, huddling, vision, tunnelling, all encompassing our cause.
Yeah, he still ain't done. He still is not done, man.
But that shit that he just said, though, the way he switched the flow yet again, we on flow number 4 or 5 or something like that. What he did there with such sort of minimalization in words, right? It was just pass, fumbling, something, dumbling, juggling, riches, buffering. I like that. He said riches are buffering. You know what I'm saying? When you think of buffering, like, you know, it's taking a while for the riches to come, right? They loading up, but they ain't there yet, right? Exactly. Buffering. And then he said lust, loving it, right? Or something like that. He was just sort of maybe just, I don't know, messing with the groupies or whatever the case may be. I'm not sure. Got lost in lust. Because he had mentioned before that he was disobedient. They seem to have gotten off their square, gotten off their focus, right? Disobedient, lust, loving it, riches buffering, I'm frustrated, bills coming in. You know, all that shit that he said just right in there said so much while just sort of playing with one or two words at a time. So that was really, really dope, man, by Ryan. Excellent. Him, Eric Jamal both just crushed it.
My city through the motherfucking grind, hustling, pain, struggling, passes, fumbling, staggering, stumbling, ego crumbling, rather humbling, fears, mumbling, spirit, tumbling, fighting, rumbling, life is puzzling, bills, juggling, riches, buffering, bitches, troubling, lust, loving it, fucking, cuddling, itching, shoveling, karma, circling, strategy, huddling, vision, tunneling, all encompassing.
Man, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, that's right. Nothing to it, you can do it. Little advice before you dead and buried. It's talents that you carry. Your gifts is necessary. Be yourself, be legendary. Coast.
El niño de oro nació enterrado.
Yeah, I have to. I gotta go back to that, man. Vision tunneling. He said vision tunneling, all encompassing. Because what did he say? fear, ego crumbling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fear, struggling, or something like
Passes
that.
fumbling.
Passes
something like
fumbling,
that, yeah.
right? Ego crumbling, and then he ended it by saying vision tunneling, all encompassing, right? I think all of that he just mentioned is all encompassing of maybe where they are right now and what he's been going through. But I think he ended it by saying vision tunneling. Like, okay, now we were struggling for a little bit. Passes fumbling, Rich is buffering, fucking these hoes, whatever. He didn't say that because that's not the Coast Contra way.
But it did say grinding, hustling, like, because we started that with motherfucking grinding, hustling, it almost,
Trying.
yeah, it's almost like finding your way.
Yeah.
Like with those one word lines, it was almost like he was taking you through the progression of, you start off, super hungry, grinding, whichever way you can get it. I'm gonna try to get this money, get my level of success, grinding, hustling, fumbling, then passes, fumbling, and then he kind of just progressed all the way through, and then ended with the vision tunneling line. I thought that was hard.
excellent, excellent,
and it was different too. That was a different way of approaching a flow. You know what I mean?
And back to that stop, breathe, give, and receive. When they say stop, breathe, give, and receive, and he's the emotion that he had. I can hear his frustration, his emotion all in one in that. And when they say stop, breathe, give, receive, you got to take a second to stop and refocus yourself, right? Stop, breathe, and give, and then you'll receive. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being obsessively just locked into this one thing. And just realize that your time will come when it's your time, right? Things will happen when you're ready. Still work hard. Not that you don't want to work hard, but it's a marathon, not a race, so to speak, something like that. But beautiful, beautiful verse by Raz. Let's keep it going.
Talents that you carry, your gifts is necessary. Be yourself, be legendary. Coast. El niño de oro nació enterrado debajo la tierra en Colombia, donde se duerme con balaceras. Y mi alarma eran los gallos en la mañana. Los pajaritos me decían: Pío, pío, oye río, vas a volar. Lejos de aquí, eso está fijo, pero no te olvides de dónde venís. Es un delito, pero primero perdona a todos aquellos que te han hecho daño. Ahora, sácate ese veneno de corazón, nena. Deja que el ritmo te ayude, no tengas pena. Ven pa' acá, yo te enseño lo que no está en la escuela. Tienes que dejar esa negatividad. Sana, sana, culito de rana. Si no sanas hoy, hey, sanarás mañana. No mires para atrás.
He's not talking though. He's talking. You know what I'm saying? With the subtitles, it's him and the subtitles. It's him and the subtitles together talking. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he had started it by saying, to try to summarize what he's doing here, I think he's just trying to let go of the pain that he's been harboring, right? He said, if you don't heal today, then you'll heal tomorrow. Yeah. And I think he said something about a bird flew to him and told him to fly away, you know what I'm saying, and go chase your dreams or whatever, and just don't let your pain from your past or something like that hold you back from pursuing your dreams. Is how I'm taking it. Yeah. But that's essentially where he's at right now. But he's talking.
Alarma eran los gallos en la mañana. Los pajaritos me decían: Pío, pío, oye río, vas a volar. Lejos de aquí, eso está fijo, pero no te olvides de dónde venís. Es un delito, pero primero perdona a todos aquellos que te han hecho daño. Ahora, sácate ese veneno de corazón, nena. Deja que el ritmo te ayude, no tengas pena. Ven pa' acá, yo te enseño lo que no está en la escuela. Tienes que dejar esa negatividad. Sana, sana, culito de rana. Si no sanas hoy, hey, sanarás mañana. No mires para atrás, hay que cambiar la narrativa de nuestro pensar. La vida te da sorpresa cada día que amanezca. Sigue derecho, no te quedes en la me mezcla. Cada año es una bendición, respira y date cuenta que este flow te revienta, te infecta. Es contagioso como cada vida. Yo, switch it up, nigga. This ride ain't no ride, just had to override. Get over myself, overanalyze to arrive. Over the highs and lows, over my fear heights and never leaving rock bottom till I'm gone. Overrunning in place, the vibe, the hose. Forgot my face, I'm over y'all. Strapped in like overalls, overall. The game, they overdose, close calls. Fiends smacking the backboard to they backboard and doze off. Knew this shit would happen, didn't know how. Focus on the why, not the how. Meanwhile,
did you hear how his voice changed? He sounds like a different rapper to me. That's what I just told George. Like, the way he was rapping in Spanish, I liked it. Don't get me wrong, but he had like a and then the way he talking, ain't talking like Benny the Butcher or somebody now, like fucking Conway or something, right?
Benny the Butcher is crazy.
I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, totally. I'm like, dope like the way he's flipped that up and the way he sounds. I'm like, that don't even sound like the same
Because he's over it.
Yeah.
He's just over all of it.
Hey, yo, switch it up, nigga. This ride ain't over, I just had to override. Get over myself, overanalyze to arrive. Over the highs and lows, over my fear heights and never leaving rock bottom till I'm gone. Overrunning in place, the vibe, the hoes, forgot my face, I'm over y'all. Strapped in like overalls, overall, the game, they overdose. Close calls. Fiends smacking the backboard till they backboards and doze off. Knew this shit would happen, didn't know how. Focus on the why, not the how. Meanwhile, you won't find no gimmick in my team, not a blemish. Mean, get to know this style. Came from the slums, chopper singing out the village like Bilal. Ain't no Al, that nigga Al. No, we took a while. Fans been waiting on the bars like drought. If you listen and smile, cause we don't stop like an after party. The coast haven't sent all my niggas godly. The hottest niggas got New York screaming, what's up, big? Hot like what's I be? Check my ID, I be real lows, they godly. They dread the roster, man, like Holly Selassie. Oye, mami, ven aquí, closest where you need to be. Do no sabes that me, you gon' have to come and see.
First off, I'm back, the flow still intact. So much to unpack, might feel
Impact.
brace for embrace, the war is over.
Hey.
Peace can't be captured by soldiers. That's how you win up with time. We need time to
I gotta bring that back. I don't know if Taj was listening to Q-Tip Stop and Breathe, because the way he came in, he made me want to bounce to the song. I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Because his cadence on that is like the way he is married so far. I mean, I know he just started. The way he is married to the beat right now, I'm like, damn, yeah, that made me. That just brought me back to the original song. You know what I mean? Because the way he came
I
in,
agree, though.
I'm like, yeah, buddy.
I agree. If I had to pick a cadence that would probably be like the best for this beat, you know what I'm saying, or the most appealing to me for this beat, it would probably be this one. But I also love how they sort of added, the other guys added what I would feel is a more intricate cadence.
Yes,
Like it was probably not, if they were making a song, they probably wouldn't choose those cadences, but they still did it anyway.
Yeah.
Just to show skill and show, just for the art of it. But the way that Taj is coming in on this, I agree.
That gets you bouncing.
So to your point, sir, I agree. But I want to say something about Rio though. Rio actually really impressed me on his verse though. I don't want to just speed past that because he actually got busy. I think he is that was the most animated I feel like I've seen.
That's true.
Rio.
Yeah.
Now I don't know. Maybe I'm a prisoner of the moment. I'm gonna go back to our old videos. But I remember just being like, okay, yeah, that was cool. All right, next, let's get to the next guy. Just keeping it real. But this time I was really engaged with what he was doing. So I think lyrically, I think he was a little bit better. I like the over scheme there, but I also liked his energy and how he was playing with the flow. So yeah, shout out to Rio, man. Yeah.
They dread the roster, man, like Holly Selassie. Oye, mami, ven aquí, closest where you need to be. Do no sabes that me, you gon' have to come and see.
First off, I'm back, the flow still intact. So much to unpack, might feel
Impact.
brace for embrace, the war is over. But peace can't be captured by soldiers. That's how you win up with time. We need time and more time to stay with me. Blue skies don't disguise the aesthetic of the cosmos, cause it doesn't need cosmetics. Universal makeup live deep in your genetics. The beginning, what's the word? And we play with the phonetics.
Yeah, I'm on a jam to this motherfucker now, boy. I'm like, yeah, that fucking cadence, man. He bringing this beat alive. Q-Tip, man, he love this song. I know he love this song. Taj, you love this song. Be real. You know, you like, I can't wait to flow on this motherfucker because he bringing this motherfucker alive. That bounce, man. You
I felt him breaking you down, man. I felt it. It is hot though.
Bring that back.
Yeah, all the way back.
You gon' have to come and see.
First off, I'm back, the flow still intact. So much to unpack, might feel
Impact.
brace for embrace, the war is over. But peace can't be captured by soldiers. That's how you win up with time. We need time and more time to stay with me. Blue skies don't disguise the aesthetic of the cosmos, cause it doesn't need cosmetics. And universal makeup live deep in your genetics. The beginning, what's the word? And we just play with the phonetics. With the words, I'm a wizard. Magic, think of plus size. Yeah, I'd rather be utilized over idolized. Celebrity scrutinized over analyzed. Insight, shed light, yeah, wait on the mind. If sight give you surprise, you going blind check. You can turn a blind eye, but you can't turn back. Get it?
Cause he said if insight give you sore eyes, then you blind jack or something like that. He said.
Brace for embrace, the war is over. But peace can't be captured by soldiers. That's how.
brace for embrace. The war is over. You know what I mean? Peace can't be captured by soldiers, right?
Yeah.
That was hard. Brace for embrace.
Yeah.
Embrace. And you know what I'm saying? For
Embrace.
peace and love, maybe is how
Yeah.
I'm taking that, right? Because, you know, the war is over, right? It could be the internal war, brace for embrace, brace for a different mindset.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But it can't be, war can't be captured or peace can't be captured by soldiers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
If you have the mindset like I'm gonna be a soldier and I'm out here on the
Yep.
front line and on some kill shit, you can't embrace for peace, right? It's we past that. We're
Yep.
over that, right? I think this whole thing, the theme of this has just been healing as
Yes.
well.
Yep.
Like Rio's talking about healing. I think my man Raz talking about healing, right? Like going through his vulnerabilities and chasing validation. I think we just did something like that with Russ.
Yep.
Just the need for validation, and as he said, breathe and stop, give and receive. So all of these things tell me that they seem to be in a more centered place, and they've embraced that. They've embraced the idea of healing and peace and peace within, right? So nasty,
dude.
First off, I'm back. The flow still intact. So much to unpack. Might feel
Impact.
brace for embrace. The war is over, but peace can't be captured by soldiers. That's how you end up with time to
Heal.
We need time to and more time to stay with me. Blue skies don't disguise the aesthetic of the cosmos, cause it doesn't need cosmetics. Ain't universal makeup, live deep in your genetics. The beginning was the word, and we just play with the phonetics. With the words, I'm a wizard. Magic, think of plus size. Yeah, I'd rather be utilized over idolized. The celebrity scrutinized.
I'd rather be utilized over idolized. That is a hard ass line, man. I'd rather be the reason for change than to be idolized. Be part of the solution, not the problem. You know what I'm saying? You could idolize a lot of motherfuckers that's doing some fucked up shit. You know what I mean? Because you just see the riches or maybe the shit that they got, and you might idolize that person, but you really don't see. You don't know what kind of work ethic they have and what they're really about.
The line after that, he said the celebrities scrutinized and overanalyzed, right? These celebrities are scrutinized and overanalyzed. Like, I'd rather not be that guy over there in their own little Michael Jackson box, right?
Yeah.
Like the insane amount of fame and attention, and they're scrutinized like it's like a living hell. A little bit of fame is cool, but I don't want to be scary famous, right?
Yep.
I'd rather just be over here, you know, planting the right seeds for growth. And he said something about it's time to heal. We need time to heal. We need time to build. So my mindset is to heal and to build and to help others. I don't need to be this super famous, out of control celebrity that's overanalyzed and scrutinized, right? So really, really dope, man.
Stay with me. Blue skies don't disguise the aesthetic of the cosmos, cause it doesn't need cosmetics. Ain't universal makeup, live deep in your genetics. The beginning was the word, and we just play with the phonetics. With the words, I'm a wizard. Magic, think of plus size. Yeah, I'd rather be utilized over idolized. The celebrity scrutinized over analyzed. Insight, shed light, yeah, wait on the mind. If sight give you surprise, you going blind, Jack. You could turn a blind eye, but you can't turn back. Get an apple, Adam B, beating apple on the Mac. Gotta realize it's real with the false turn fact. You real, what it do? Tell the truth. Opposition, not the only opposition to you. Knowing what the revenue versus what's the revenue. Can you pay your way to freedom? I don't think so, fool. Just breathe and stop. Regroup, new plot. I've been hearing different blah, say blah. They wanna see the hiccup, they wanna see the fire. They wanna see the clicks, but that's nah, it's ridiculous. You get rid of us, why try? If a nigga had me at gunpoint, I still stick up for the game, cause I never felt triggered. Don't be blasphemy, don't harass me. No weapon form could do me the harm of a casualty. Say it casually, it's the gospel. I
This
don't
motherfucker is really going and I think we are both flipping out for the same things. But one thing that he's doing is like blowing me away, and I think one thing that he's doing in particular is blowing Ryan away. But we both like all that he's doing. I think Ryan is sort of mesmerized by the flow, and I am too. The flow is crazy, but the shit this motherfucker is saying, on top of that,
But do you see how he is owning this song?
he is though.
He is owning this beat, man, and he's becoming one with it, man. You can see he's just
though.
It's just really it and I said this when I tripped out when he first started, but it's getting to the point now that I want to get up and dance and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn. He is just making this, he's bringing the beat alive, man.
I'll say a lot of blahs and blah. Why that snare was hit the drum hit, blahs and blah, blah, you know? Yeah, he's cooking.
Blue skies don't disguise the aesthetic of the cosmos, cause it doesn't need cosmetics. Ain't universal makeup, live deep in your genetics. The beginning was the word, and we just play with the phonetics with the words. I'm a wizard, magic, think of plus size. Yeah, I'd rather be utilized over idolized. Your celebrity scrutinized over analyzed. Insight, shed light, yeah, wait on the mind.
He said insight, shed light, yeah, weight on the mind. Light, weigh, like weight, but something's light, right? And insight sheds light, and it weighs on the mind. I just wanted to point out the wordplay in that. If sight give you sore eyes, then you going blind, Jack. Yeah. You know, so just the entendres there. It's just, let's keep it going, man.
He's like,
You real, what it do? Tell the truth. Opposition, not the only opposition to you. Knowing what the revenue versus what's the revenue. Can you pay your way to freedom? I don't think so, fool. Just breathe and stop. Regroup, new plot.
Hey,
I've been hearing different blah, say blah. They wanna see the hiccup, they wanna see the vibe, wanna see clicks split up. Nah, it's ridiculous. You get rid of us, why try? If a nigga had me at gunpoint, I still stick up for the gang, cause I never felt triggered. That would be blasphemy, don't harass me. No weapon form could do me the harm of a casualty. Say it casually, it's the gospel. I don't do small talk. We talk colossal. Confronted my demons and I dealt with the debacles. I'm heir to the throne. You can smell it in your nostrils. Breathe and stop. Regroup. What we do? New plot. Shit is demanding, and it feels surviving these bills like the Mar Hammer. I got heart to fuck thought. This shit is random. I don't break now. I break through. Pray this. Say thank you for my strength. Yeah, I will do what I will too. Can't do what I can't. That's universal law. I am man and a manifestation of God that make this man infestation to a nation of fraud. They don't want to see a nigga win. They don't want to see a nigga with this type of information and giving every lung ventilation. Stop.
Yeah.
everybody
Damn.
killed that shit. They destroyed this, man. I really feel like we could go back and get, the more times you hear this, you're like, oh, damn, yep, he said this. Oh, damn, that was how. That scheme at the end, it was so much he said in such a short period of time, man. We could spend like another 30 minutes just on that, to be honest with you.
And we probably will. When it got to, y'all talk a lot of blase blah. He had said something in there about splitting up the gang and dividing them, right? Dividing them and conquer, right? So I don't know. Help me if I'm wrong here. I don't know if there's just people, there's maybe traction around breaking them up and them, kind of going in their own different ways, or maybe preference for one person being a solo act. He said, I would ride for the gang. Knowing what the reverend know instead of what the revenue is or something like that. Reverend know and then revenue. I think he's saying instead of focusing on the word, the teachings that can better yourself as a human being, instead of focusing on that, what the reverend knows or knew, you know what I'm saying? You're focusing on the revenue, right? Which is sort of like a hollow existence. Can you pay your way to freedom? I don't think so, is what he said as well. So you focus on the revenue. Yeah, you're getting all this money, but can that money buy you freedom? Is the question. Now, it could be freedom of self, freedom of mind, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. Like, you're still, I think Raz said something about just, you're trapped in that box, right? It's in your brain cells are trapped. It's almost like you're in prison, right? Because you're living for money instead of living for the things that really matter in life, right? So that's how I'm taking that. Instead of focusing on the word, the teachings that can help you be the best person you can be, you focusing on the revenue. I think you said no weapon formed against me can do me the harm of a casualty. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather put my life on the line for the gang than you said something about that would be blasphemy, right? Blasphemy. Right, but blasphemy. But I think he's just saying, just to kind of define it, because I'm trying to kind of catch all of the wordplay. I think he's saying you guys are trying to divide and conquer us, but that it's a hiccup. You know what I'm saying? But there ain't no dividing us, man. We are a strong unit. We're here to support each other. I stick up for the gang. Ain't none of that divide and conquer shit. No matter, you can't trigger us or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying?
It's blasphemous.
It's blasphemous to even think that you can separate us, right? But also, like, I'm not in that mode either. I'm not killing anyone. Like, it would do me more harm to kill someone, to harm someone. Right. You know what I mean? I'd rather put my life on the line. Or something along the lines is what he's saying.
That would be blasphemy, don't harass me. No weapon form could do me the harm of a casualty. Say it casually, it's the gospel. I don't do small talk. We talk colossal. Confronted my demons and I dealt with the debacles. I'm heir to the throne. You can smell it in your nostrils.
Yeah, heir to the throne. You can smell it in your nostrils. That motherfucker just...
I'm heir A-I-R to the throne, you can smell it in your nostrils. So I'm heir to the throne, as in I'm next up in line. I'm next up to take the throne and rap. But I'm air, and you can smell. Obviously you breathe air through your nostrils, right? You can feel it coming, is what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? But air, H-E-I-R, and then air, A-I-R, right? That was disgusting.
Shit is demanding, and it feels surviving these bills like the mall hammer. I got heart. The fuck you thought this shit was random? I don't break, nah, I break through. Pray this, say thank you for my strength. Yeah, I will do what I will to. Can't do what I can't. That's universal. I am man. And
I will do what I will to. He said in the field, handling these bills like DeMar Hamlin or something like that, right? Y'all know what happened with DeMar Hamlin on the Buffalo Bills? He collapsed on the field, right? But these bills, though. These bills piling in for paying these house bills and phone bills and all this other shit. He said, but I will do what I will to, right? He said something about I won't break, right? I break through. You know, so I'm not gonna break. I'll break through. I'll have a breakthrough. I'll figure it out, right? I'll figure out how to break through the mold or break through and, you know, life and work through my problems and my ills, right?
That's universal. I am man and a manifestation of God that make this man infestation to a nation of fraud. They don't wanna see a nigga win. They don't wanna see a nigga with this type of information and giving every love ventilation. Stop.
They don't want to see a dude like this. They don't want to see a dude like this. They don't want to let him in. You know, with this type of lung ventilation is what he said, but they don't want to see what this. They don't want to let a dude with this type of information in, right? That can actually make real change in the world and the community he comes from.
That whole manifestation to infestation line was nasty, man. You know, because basically he can create his own path. I think what he's saying there is that he's the infestation. You know what I mean? Because he's, you know, something special that other rappers really don't want to see coming because he's next up and all that kind of stuff. So that was incredible. Everybody did their thing, man. I enjoyed that thoroughly, man.
Amazing work.
Every time I see these guys, man, when George brought that to my attention, like, yeah, man, they got another one. I was like, oh, man, I was telling him, I was like, man, that's probably going to be fun because I always have a good time seeing what they bring to the table, man. And everyone did their thing, man. It wasn't boring. It was a little long, but it didn't feel like that to me, though.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed it.
There's so many lines in there that I wish we could get back to, but we gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta end the video. I'm such a traditionalist that I'm always like, you know, when we gonna get to the music, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what I'm used to. I come from, okay, yeah, your freestyle game is nice. Now let's get to the music. And I've said that about Coast Contra as well. But I think in maybe the last video we did, I was like, you know what? Maybe they don't need it. Maybe this is what they can do. Not saying that they can't make music and do that as well, but maybe that's not so much a necessity right now because what they're doing is amazing. This is career worthy. They can tour with doing this. Bring the table and everything. Bring the fucking table. Get lighting. Get actors to kind of, you know, play characters. Do a fucking theatrical run with this shit. I don't know. Make it a show. Because
That's true,
and I'm just trying to think outside of my traditional sort of closed-in box for what I can see for these guys, because this is amazing by itself. They don't need to make music. They could figure out a way to kind of scale this up a little bit if they wanted to and make it something else and be fine with that. So I'm open to hearing music from them as well. But, you know, at this point, man, with how great these guys are,
yeah, man,
this is fine, man. They're great. This was an amazing salute to these gentlemen, man,
man.
for blessing us with this one. This was super dope. All right, that's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Also, make sure y'all check out Def to Radio. That's our website, deftoradio.com. It's a great way to support the channel. It's a great way to kind of get on our radar as far as requests are concerned. The information for that, of course, will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan. Las Vegas.
We out.